comes to obesity, the prevailing thought, certainly historically, has been it's all to do with excess calories. An individual eats too many calories for their metabolic expenditure, and as a result, they end up putting on weight. To a point, that's definitely factually correct. If you are eating more calories than you're burning, weight is going to increase. However, globally, and particularly in Europe, the rates of obesity have been increasing. However, if you look at the average calorie intake across Europe, since 1990, they're pretty static. Our calorie intake hasn't been increasing in line with the obesity increase. There are many competing theories behind that. One is about the types of calories we're consuming, that different calories are metabolized differently. There is also a hypothesis that it's to do with the nature of the foods, specifically the nature of emulsifiers in ultra-processed foods, that they affect the gut and change how we absorb the calories which we're eating, and in some ways make those calories more impactful in terms of how our body metabolizes them and ends up storing energy. What I'm trying to get at here is obesity is a disease, and we shouldn't be pointing fingers and saying, you're obese, it's your fault. Actually, it might be a case that a person is obese because the environment that they are in. Part of that does come down to education, so it's on our responsibility as healthcare providers to help people think about what they're eating. But there is also a big component from government to potentially put in rules that affect how much poison is included in food. That sounds a bit hyperbolic, certainly, but we do have regulations to protect people in terms of what is permitted in our food. And it may be that some of the things that are being put into food now perhaps aren't as safe as we thought when they were originally licensed and went through approvals to show that they were safe for human consumption. The point is that medicine evolves, science evolves, and perhaps when it comes to obesity, there's perhaps the issue that the government hasn't quite caught up with the changes in science and understanding about what we are eating. Just a thought.